Brody, as the tip is won by the Suns, and we are underway. John Michael, Brad Doherty, and Serena Winters wishing you Happy New Year's. Thanks for spending some of your holiday eve with us, as here is Booker. He'll work it off to Colin Gillespie. Royce O'Neal with a catch-and-shoot three. He got undercut by Donovan Mitchell, and the two longtime teammates get together early as Mitchell and O'Neal were together. O'Neal this season has scored 84% of his points from three-point range. That's top 5 in the NBA in that department. Nearly exclusively threes for O'Neal, as here's Darius Garland picked up by Colin Gillespie. Now Allen. Allen works on Mark Williams. He returns from a one-game suspension for a fight with Jose Alvarado with the Pelicans. Garland for three. Wade inside. He'll put it up and in as Wade with one hand took care of Williams, and with the other gets the Cavs on the board.
Yeah, the thing I love about that is the Cavaliers had the interior presence there on that shot. They were able to take advantage of that, crash that board. That was awesome.
Dillon Brooks comes down and nails a three. Brooks is in his first season here with the Suns. He was part of that Kevin Durant trade that sent Durant to Houston, as here's Garland. Garland shakes on Gillespie, now on Booker. Off to Mitchell for a high arcing three that rims out. O'Neal tips it to himself, and the veteran lumbers forward and leads one off to Devin Booker.
Hey, you're talking about Dillon Brooks, who made that big three a second ago. He's difficult to play against. I mean, but he bodies up. He's very physical, doesn't back down. And it's going to be fun to watch him and Donovan go at it today.
Brooks' offensive output has increased this season. He's taken a whole lot more shots than he did the last 2 years in Houston, as Wade zigzags over the timeline. Mitchell's in the corner.
Well, two good looks for Donovan.
Yep. Knocks it down.
Gets that one to go down. Nice pass to the corner. Donovan looking for that shot early to put some pressure on whomever's guarding him. Nice start by the Cavaliers. Come back to this defensive end. Really be aggressive, be physical.
Dean Wade guards Devin Booker. Booker is averaging 25 points a game. He'll find Brooks. Brooks now works in toward Wade on the switch. His 18-footer is true.
Yeah, that's his shot from about 15, 18 foot. Brooks loves the mid-range. Really, like you say, John, just has upped his offensive output since coming over here to Phoenix. Coach Ott really put him in a position to score.
Mitchell throws on the brakes. He shed Williams. Mitchell makes it look easy. He has 5 early points. Brooks and Mitchell certainly have a history as Brooks works his way into the paint. He'll twist. He left that short as Donovan skies for the rebound, and he'll try it into the forward court. Brooks tried to draw a foul, nothing doing. Garland, oh, what a pass. He finds Mobley, a surgical no-look feed to set up the big man.
What a pass by Darius Garland. I absolutely just split the hairs on that pass between the defenders to get it right in the breadbasket of Evan Mobley. Great play.
Booker found an avenue. Allen, however, cut him off. Here come the Cavs. Garland stops. He'll fire. Hey! Knocks it down.
Yeah, you could feel that transpiring, that was going to be a three-pointer. The defense was trying to hustle back. Garland and Donovan both were ahead of the defense.
Another good defensive play. This one by Mitchell almost turned into a Mitchell three. Allen got good position on Williams. The ball rolled into his lap as he was on the floor, and Kenny Atkinson got a timeout.
I'm trying to figure out how that's not a foul on Mark Williams over the back of Jared Allen.
That's precisely what that road. As here's Dean Wade, he'll find Darius Garland. Garland uncorks a three. Wow, Donovan Mitchell, what a rebound on the weak side. He threw it off the leg of Brooks. Brooks kept it in bounds. Gillespie leaks out. Colin Gillespie throws on the brakes, finds O'Neal, and O'Neal stepped on the baseline. Credit the Cavs for getting back in fine fashion.
Yeah, tremendous sprint back by Evan Mobley. Gillespie had a layup. He heard Evan coming. O'Neal came in. He saw Evan, wanted no parts of laying that ball up. Put that on number 4, Evan Mobley. Just intimidation factor on that defensive end.
Mobley runs right through Gillespie and gets called for an offensive foul. I started to say each of these teams played on Monday. The Cavs in San Antonio, just when they needed it the most, turned in a superb and physical second half as it's an easy call on a 101 victory. They held the Spurs to just 39% from the field. Oh boy, a big-time win when the Cavs needed it the most.
Yeah, the Spurs just getting back to playing good basketball, and a lot of people talking about them being contenders with the depth on that basketball team. So it was a great showing by the Cavaliers, and a little extra pep in their step today. They look very well organized. Good playing thus far by the Cavs.
Sam Merrill has just checked in, and that's precisely what he does as Merrill pockets the corner three to give the Cavaliers this 15-8 lead.
Everybody's in the correct positions for the Cavaliers. No one's out of place defensively, sprinting back, trying to find or searching or looking like they're lost. It's all cohesive. Very, very disciplined the Cavs are at this point.
Gillespie has to stop as Dean Wade put up a road block. Here comes Mitchell as the Cavs enjoy an early 7-point lead. What a move right around Gillespie. Garland touch pass. Merrill. He's got it.
Boy, that's good ball movement by the Cavaliers. That is absolutely making the Phoenix Suns spin their heads defensively. That is outstanding ball movement by the Cavs.
And he's playing through a lot, but I told him that. I said, you and with one arm and one hand are better than we need you out there. And, you know, he doesn't even shake your hand after the game because he's, you know, he could have played in the Tim Kempton era, you know, like he's just like, the guy's just a nut, you know, in a good way. He's just a absolute tough dude.
Sam Merrill certainly has had a big impact on this Cavalier organization over the last few years as Dean Wade's open. He'll fire and knock it down. What a start for the Cavaliers as they have opened up a 21-8 lead.
Yeah, Sam is just that guy. You know, you need him on the basketball court in a myriad of ways, not just shooting it, but defensively he's very tough. And yeah, the Cavs are just firing on all cylinders, John. Looking just outstanding. Look at this balance on the floor as they come down in transition. Everybody's in the appropriate position. You got your big guy up top, Jared Allen, clean up any rebounds. Good shot. Nice job by the Cavs.
Garland's floater doesn't go, but Royce O'Neal gives it right back. Here's Garland. Thought about a three. He'll go to Wade instead. Now it's Merrill. Merrill doesn't hesitate. Rebounded by Williams inside. Jordan Goodwin has checked in for the Suns. Here comes Dylan Brooks. Brooks has become a volume shooter this season in Phoenix. Here's Devin Booker. His pass is deflected by the active Tyson. O'Neal keeps it in bounds. He checks the shot clock that now shows 5. Booker looks to curl on Tyson. Nothing doing. He has to settle for a mid-range jumper. That was really well done and grazed iron. So the shot clock reset, and then Brooks nails a 3.
Boy, Jalen Tyson was in Devin Booker's footprints, step for step, defensively outstanding. Once again, you give up that second chance shot on that long rebound in the NBA, you usually pay for it.
Allen down the lane. Tyson's open. He's got it. That is a confident stroke by Jalen Tyson. That triple by Brooks, by the way, snapped a 16-0 Cavalier run. O'Neal lays it up and in. Shades of last season. Throughout the broadcast, we'll take a look back at some of the best moments of 2025. Avalanches galore as here's Tyson. Tyson feeds Wade in the corner. Back it goes to Merrill. There's the ball movement the Cavs are looking for. Sam got inside. Booker can't get the roll, however. Goodwin rebounds. His lead pass is too ambitious, however, as over the baseline it goes.
Yeah, Cavs got a little break there on that transition. You can see how quickly Brooks was sprinting out. Look at this defense. Booker's out.
Off the window and gets it to go.